What's up everyone, welcome back to the Durbin Compound. If you haven't met me already, my name is Devin Durbin. I'm glad to see your smiling faces back here on the channel. So today we're going to nerd out a little bit with some more Milwaukee stuff. We're going to go over the Milwaukee PACKOUT system. So if you're looking at the PACKOUT system, or you're like me and you just like to watch videos on stuff that you bought, welcome to the video. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go over a couple of the different options. There are many options as far as different organizers, different sizes. Usually if you're going to get into the PACKOUT system, you'll buy the bottom rolling box. I'll show you each item that I have separately, and then we'll talk about other options. So there's slim options and there's deeper organizer options. So I'll open up each box and show you exactly how I have it organized, and you can get a good idea of what the boxes are all about. I searched a little bit about PACKOUT reviews and what people have done already, so I hope that this video brings more value to it. If you find value in my video, I'd appreciate a subscription, and as always, smash that like button because I got all the help I can, because I could use all the help forget it. All right, so let's get into the review. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to change the camera angle, and then let's talk about the bottom box first and the different options on it. So let's do it. All right, so you really don't need to see my face in this, or need to see me to be able to explain this, but each of these PACKOUT systems, whatever you get, the small organizer, anything like that, it has some attachments here on the bottom that slip into all of the other lids. So it has a little black button here that you literally just lift up, and it pulls out about maybe an inch and then lifts up out of it. So you can literally put these anywhere you want. You can configure them however you'd like. All of the lids are like this. So when they're new, they're kind of hard to operate. They might take 2 fingers. I've noticed that. These are the slim PACKOUTs. So this is a slim 5 area organizer. It comes with these little red divider pieces. The red divider pieces are awesome because you can kind of configure this however you want. The only qualm I have with these organizers is, I guess I'll say some cons while I'm talking, is these organizers, you can only divide them in half. So I'm not sure why they have 4 pieces on there, or 4 little tabs. Basically they have it set up so that you should, in essence, be able to do a divider like this and then another one like this. It looks like they don't have any that do the cross, so you're down to 2. You can only divide it into 2 sections. So that's kind of weird how they do that. You cannot, another thing, you cannot move these like this and close the lid. It is designed to have the big area in the middle and then the 2 small on the sides. So, not necessarily a deal breaker, but just kind of like, I wish there was a little bit more customizability, or I wish you could customize it more, is the proper grammar, to do exactly what you want instead of being limited to this and having only be able to organize it one way. So that's that. That's the 5 compartment slim organizer, and they're pretty nice. They keep everything inside their little compartment, and I like them a lot. So this is the rolling box. So if you got if you wanted to do the full system, this is where you would start. You would get the rolling box, and you'll have your wheels. These are 8-inch wheels, I think. Yeah, they're almost 9-inch wheels. I think they're 8.5, something like that. There's a couple tie-down points on these, so it has a big, strong D-ring, and you can ratchet it to something. I've seen people, when they have the stack, go over with, if they want to attach something on top, they'll go over with a bungee cord, and then you will strap right here on the front. So they have multiple options of strapping them down. These areas allow for a ratchet strap to go on it if you're strapping it into a truck. I like that a lot. This lid on the bottom is the only one that actually has a click, so it stays up. So I do like that. I like that you can take this around and you don't have to constantly hold this up. So I hope you can see a decent amount down in here. So these don't come with any organizers down in them, so you kind of have to figure out what you want to do, how you want to utilize the space. I've put shoebox in my other bottom section, so that you can have multiple things in it. I have my circular saw down in here, a couple hammers, all of the stuff that I need for flooring. I have a chalk line, stuff like that, spacers. So all of my flooring stuff gets stuck in here, and I have it organized like that. So let's move on to the second biggest second from the biggest thing. Okay, so this is the second biggest organizer. This thing has a handle. Let me make sure. Okay, this one has a handle, nice carrying handle. It also has a handle here, and it has little handles up underneath here for you to move it around and manipulate it. So literally pulling this off of here, you just give it a finger here and pull it out from its locking, and then you're up and away. So this one comes with one organizer. I think I robbed one organizer from another one. And see, the only thing I don't like about this is you can't open this lid with the handle in place. So the handle goes up and down. You have to put the handle down in order for you to put the lid up. Not really a deal breaker, just something that you don't like, or that I don't like. One of these organizers comes in the bottom box. So if you're getting a bottom box, you should get an organizer like this. I've robbed it from the bottom box to put it up here to organize outlets, switches. This is obviously my electrical stuff. I robbed this from my electrical stack. So you get a little bit of room in here. This is definitely a pretty big container. You can put a lot of stuff in there. Hopefully you can see that from where you're at. Maybe I'll try to tip it up a little bit. So you have quite a bit of space. At least another one of these in here. That box, I'm not going to get technical with it. I'm not going to get the tape measure out and tell you all the specs. I haven't been able to finger bang these in the store. This is, I had to buy this online. I know Rural King had some, and I got to see them there, but I had already bought mine. So, they have a nice ring for your padlock if you want to lock the sections, something like that. Let's go up to the top size box here and take this apart. So, we'll go over this organizer stack in a minute. All right. So this is the top box, or I wouldn't say this is intermediate size. This is a smaller of the three. This one, they're selling this with a impact and I think it's an impact and drill driver combo kit. It's pretty pricey. I would get the box. I think the box is like 60 bucks. So naturally I would get the box and then just get the drill and driver separately. It's probably a deal, but I already have 3 sets of drills and drivers. So I like this one a lot because this one does come with a couple organizers. So it does allow you some ability to customize it. So it has a 3-section little guy here, has a 3-section guy here, and then it comes with this little pencil tray or whatever you want to call it, so you can have a little bit of fine, ability to put finer little stuff in there. So this thing holds a lot. I travel with this the most of the time. If I'm just doing a little job, I'll head out with this box and I'll kind of just cram everything I need for the project in here and then just shut it and carry it. Now it has just the handle on the outside. There is a little handle on both sides like this, so you can usually carry it whatever way you want to. The locks, or these clamps, are really positive. They are really stout. They work really well. So That's what I like about this, is you can just pull it off and go whatever you need to, and then snap it right back into place. You can take the two, and then they're connected. You know, so it definitely has you definitely have a lot of options with it. Man, I'm tongue-tied today. I don't know what the deal is. It's Sunday. I'm worn out. All right, let's talk about the 11 compartment organizer. So hopefully I'm still in frame. Let me check this out. Okay, so I'm going to bring this back down to earth and show you the 11 piece. Okay, the 11 compartment slim organizer, they make both the 5 and the 11 compartment as a deep organizer as well. This is a slim one. So this is only about 3 inches high. I've set this up for furnace service, so I have my clamps and my terminals, my little wire nuts, my nut drivers, all the things that I need to service a furnace. So I can just pull this out, and I only need to take this into a customer's house or do whatever I need to. It really has everything I need in here. I'm really starting to duplicate my tools so that I can just take one box and that be it. I don't have to rob from other boxes to, you know, build a little kit to do something. So these organizers come out and you can utilize them. I'll show you why you would do that with my screw organizer. We'll pull that up here in a second. But yeah, nice little 11 compartment organizer. You can divide these into smaller things, but just like I said on the previous organizer, you can only divide it into 2 slots. I'm sure if you cut these the little red divider pieces, you could do another one and just glue it in place or whatever. So let's check out my screws. I'll show you that. All right. So if you're not directly in front of them, and able to pull on them like straight out, they're kind of a pain in the butt to unclip. But these are fairly new. So, all right. So this is my screw organizer. So this is one of those instances where this would be nice to take this over to where you need to be, and then you can return it to it. You can dump your screws out and blow it out, make sure it's clean, put your screws back in, and then return it to the box. I really like that aspect of it. So the organizers that I was rocking before, they're basically just a plastic box with a bunch of different bins. They get dirty, you leave it open, somebody runs a circular saw, blows all kinds of sawdust in here, you're pissed off. You have to unload the whole thing and then blow it out, clean it, and put it back. These modular things are really, really nice. I might be misspeaking here, but the larger ones, not the thin organizers, but the large organizers, I'm pretty sure the bins come out and then you can clip them onto the top of your PACKOUT, which is really awesome. So you can take one set out or one set of screws out and clip it on the top, and and do it that way. I think you can do that with the large organizers. I don't have any reason to have a large organizer. This holds a lot of stuff, and this is just a slim. So yeah, as far as durability, performance, I mean, these things are stout. Every single thing about this is 100% well made. It's well thought out. The plastic is all reinforced in the right areas. This stuff is going to last a lifetime, as long as you're halfway decent to your stuff. This will last you a long time. The value is there. The value's there 100%. I think this top piece, or the 11 part slim organizer, is like $40. These are 30. The smaller 5 compartment organizers are $30 a piece. Now I think they're $20 a piece. I think I get them at Home Depot for $20 a piece. So that would mean that these are $30 a piece. These 11 compartment ones. So just depending on the price, where you go, these are an awesome value. I would definitely pick it up if you're watching this video for just an overall view of what the PACKOUT's all about. go out and get you one. You're not going to be disappointed. You have a lot of versatility. You can customize the heck out of them, and they're just fun to mess with. And you also look cool doing it too. So you can have a really squared away system that looks really nice. And you know, you go out on a job site, or maybe it's just around the house. You've got this box to roll around with. So, you know, I was using Stanley Fat Max before, and I still do use that for my plumbing stuff. I'll eventually make a pack out set for that. So, one last thing to note is with this bottom box, if you have it unlatched and you put the pack out on top of it, you cannot latch it back in. So maybe that's just a little design where they could just cut that off a little bit, so that if you did leave it undone and you forgot and you stack it all up, you don't have to go back and take it all apart to put that back on. But not a game changer at all. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like my video, go ahead and subscribe, hit that like button. I need all the help I can get. So if you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments. Eat me up in the comments if you think you're, I don't know, whatever. If you think you're better than me, whatever. All those keyboard warriors. I'm not sour or anything, I'm just saying. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys next video.